Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we're here for the last race of season 19 with the TCRs. And wow, what a week it's been. Barcelona this week, and it's a track I've never raced on the TCRs. I have with GT4s, so I was looking forward to the challenge, but I did have some pretty dull races. One of the races was pole, fastest lap, won. Not brilliant points, not great for a video. Two of the races were starting in the top four, was in second place by third or fourth corner, finished second place. Pretty dull. You don't want to see that one. Finally, last night, we got in a decent race. And wow, what a grid we had for this. This was qualifying. We had Andrea in pole, Serpal in second, Lloyd, not raced in before, Fabrizio, Billy, someone else is very quick in fourth, and then all the rest behind that. I was hoping for a top five in this. It was pretty close between me and sixth as well with Jano. Didn't know how this was going to go, and I was the sole Audi at the front end of this field. But I knew Serpal and Fabrizio Billy were potentially going to head off with this, as was Andrea Ruggieri. What I didn't bank on was the fact that actually I was going to have a decent battle. Now, if it's the first time you watch one of my videos, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment away. The goal for this race is to try and get as many points as possible and try and stay in the top 25 of Division 1. There's 5,000 entrants in Division 1 this season for TCRs. I'm somewhere in the top 25. I'll tell you where when we get to the end of this, but don't forget they drop your two lowest point scores, so it's all going to be clear as mud by the time we get to the end of it. Grab yourselves a cup of tea or coffee, or indeed if it's that time of the evening, something stronger, and enjoy the last race of the season for the TCRs. Right, it's a really weird looking sky. I don't know what's going on. We're nowhere. We've qualified fifth. We're going to have a race. I don't know what's going on. That looks better, marginally. Right. I've not even looked to see who's where. Serpal second. Billy, I think's just in front of me to the right. Lloyd van Lodser, whoever he is, he's up ahead as well. I didn't see who's first, but we are fifth out of 20, and I hope to God I've put in the right setup. I'm not sure. See if we can get a good start. Let's see if we can have a good race, because my races have been pretty dull this week, with a first and 2 or 3 seconds.
Green, green, green.
Already getting away. Ah, Andrea, that's why. Right, Andrea's fast.
Good job so far, let's keep it up.
Right, these two are going to go 3. Colour looks awful. Really bad. Cars are really dark.
Gap to Billy heads now.
Don't know
0.6.
why. And the mountains look a bit strange, so apologies for the look.
car in front is Billy.
And I'll just try and hang on to him, to be fair. Might have to run on Billy here, I don't know. We're having a good battle anyway.
That's a new fastest lap for Paola, 1:49.85.
Right, we got another one behind us, Gino. Gino's right behind us, second behind. Okay, we've got ourselves a race, kids. That's 2 cuts he's got, and that's 3. I think.
That's a new fastest lap for Paola, 1:49.53.
Lost a bit of time there. He's staying his slip through the game.
depth of stuff. The next car ahead is Andrea.
We got past Billy. Can we stay ahead of him? We're up to third. Right, Andrea and Serpil. Not a chance.
Got a track limit warning. The car is just done off 149.70.
I think they're cut.
Keep it coming, D3.
49.9's fastest lap so far.
Minutes left here.
Five seconds to Andrea. But Billy is coming back at me now. So I need to start concentrating a little bit. Trying to keep that gap back to 2.5 seconds again.
Andrea is now in the lead.
Yeah, everything's a bit pale. Even my shift lights are white. Get back up to 2.5.
We've got 5 minutes left. Looking good for a podium.
Don't know how. I'm second.
Gap to Billy behind is increasing. It's now 2.3.
And that's first. What's happened to Circle?
E2, stay in the zone. You're doing great.
A little bit deep into that. Right, let's get a wriggle on, see if we can catch him up. 6 seconds. Got a bit quiet because this is just a bit odd at the moment that he's been fast all the way through. And now I'm catching him.
Last lap, looking good for a podium.
49.9 on that lap. I don't think we're going to catch him. I think he's fuel saving. I think he's been fuel saving.
Gap ahead's now 3.0 seconds. He gave us a cut warning there.
Yeah, he's put his foot down again now, and I made a mistake. But I tell you what, second place in that grid.
That's a podium.
Well done, Andrea. Well done, Billy. You gave me a good race there, mate. Well, what a battle that started out to be with Fabrizio. Really enjoyed that. So did he. He sent me a message. I sent him a message. We had some really good racing there. And he said it was all nice and clean. And that's exactly what we want from racing in the TCRs. I did not expect to get ahead of him. I did wonder if he had a setup issue. It turned out that's exactly what it was. He'd used a setup for another track just to find out where he was for this week. And it didn't work for him. Mine, fortunately, did. As for Serpol, who was leading, well, it looked like he disconnected. So I sort of inherited a second place. And I was only 5 or 6 seconds behind. It might have been closer had I been a bit sharper up the field a bit earlier on. But where does that put me for the championship? Well, as of the end of Wednesday, this is what the championship looks like. Stefano Fari in the lead. Andrea Giannoni, we've raced him before. Luca we have as well. Rinat, we've had some great battles with. Francois Ricciardo, don't know so much. Adriano, we had a good battle with him as well. Rob Vandenberg, we've had some great racing with him. Manuel, don't know. Fabrizio, Billy, you've seen that one. Mickey Lazareski, well, he's only raced half of the season and he's still in 11th place. So I'm glad in a way that he didn't race everything. Christian Gonzalez, don't know him so well, but where am I? Out of those 5,000 people, I am currently 13th, but don't forget, I'm going to lose about 270 points off that, leaving me with 1900, but the people below me will also lose some. Martin van Oosterhout as well, he's just below me, and I think if he races this week, he probably will go ahead of me, but he's got some quite big scores there to lose, so it's going to be close between myself and Martin for the end of the season, but it looks like I will be top 25. I've really enjoyed this season, but the one thing I have learned, I need to race later in the evenings when more people from Europe are on with higher strength of field, more points. Maybe I can get in the top 10 for next season. Let's see what we can do. Thanks very much for watching me on this season. I'll be back very soon with more of the same. I'll see you on track.